What's good? We back with the Boston Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. Your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time. We back working and halftime for the Patriots. Jaguars actually a good game. But I was reading through my articles and I seen that Shawn Porter did a few interviews last night. And one was caught and says Errol Spence is not an option because because Shawn Porter isn't ranked by the IBF, which Errol Spence holds that belt. And, him and Kenny been hiding behind that excuse for some time. They beefing with the IBF because once Kell Brook beat Shawn Porter, which we spoke on before a long time ago, the IBF just failed to rank Shawn Porter again. And I'm going to tell you some things about that comment. Shawn Porter can request to be ranked by the IBF if he really wants, and he can request to be ranked by the IBF. Then again, Errol Spence can ask for the IBF to rank Shawn Porter if Shawn really wants to fight Errol Spence, and I'm pretty sure the IBF will rank Shawn Porter, and they will make that fight for the IBF title if Shawn Porter really wanted to fight. But Shawn Porter can fool the average public media guy. He can fool the average fan, but he can't fool me. I know a little bit about how the boxing game works. I read and I study pretty close to a couple people that's in the industry. And he can fool y'all with that facade and that BS he kicking. He can actually be ranked in the IBF. And he can also, be in negotiations with Errol Spence. And Al Heyman and whoever promoting the fight, Lou DiBella, whoever it is, and their handlers can ask the IBF to grant Errol Spence an exception to fight for the title, the IBF title with Shawn Porter, or something of that nature. So, he can hide behind that excuse. He said he was here last night to scout Errol Spence. He can say all he wants, but him and Errol Spence already sparred. Shawn already admitted to it. And from what I heard, Errol Spence dog walked him from Ohio all the way back to Dallas, Texas, and back. So at the end of the day, he can miss me with that BS. He can fool the average guy that's doing an interview, but he can't fool me. He doesn't want Errol Spence, period. They want to fight Thurman and Danny Garcia. And at the end of the day, don't ever call Shawn Porter a throwback fighter. I don't care who he beating in the amateurs. It was he beating, stopping Danny Jacobs, beating Andrade, beating Usyk, who's fighting in the World Boxing Super Series tournament. At the end of the day, this guy is a clown. Him and his dad is clowning around. And I got a lot of respect for them, but I'm slowly losing respect because these guys ain't answering the call. They're not answering the call. They don't want to fight Errol Spence. They don't want to fight the best. They want to take the route of least resistance. They want the easiest door out from Errol Spence, and they don't want to get this guy shot. And I'm going to make a prediction right here. I think I said it last night or a couple of days ago. If Errol Spence beats Keith Thurman and gets those titles, and it comes down to him, Jeff Horn, Pacquiao, Terence Crawford, whoever it may be, you're going to see a lot of other welterweights moving up. You're going to see Shawn Porter moving back up to 154 where he come from. You're going to see Keith Thurman, moving up to 154 as well. And they're going to avoid Errol Spence. I'm trying to tell you, once Errol Spence, beats Keith Thurman or Keith Thurman, however that play out, if Errol Spence is victorious and get those belts, Shawn Porter's going to move up and get away from Errol Spence. Keith Thurman's going to move up after losing. Danny Garcia don't have the ability to move up one more weight class and be effective, in my opinion. He's stuck in the mud or he's going to retire. But a lot of them welterweights that you guys call, other than Terence Crawford, a lot of them guys ain't going to move. They're going to move up and just be, be gone. Poof, be gone. And at the end of the day, Shawn Porter hiding behind a weak excuse. He's weak for that, man. He know the rules of the game. He said, I think I'm not ranked by the IBF. Either you rank or you don't know you rank. And he's not ranked. He's absolutely right, but there's 2 vacant spots in the top 15 right now. And if he really wanted to fight Errol Spence, they can ask the IBF to mandate that fight, and they would. They might take a couple extra dollars, but they would mandate that fight. It's better than any other fight they got in the IBF top 15 that could bring as much money from their 3% cut they get out the IBF, out the fight. Carlos Ocampo, who want to see Carlos Ocampo versus Errol Spence? Honestly. Who want to see Constantine Pulmar versus Errol Spence? Who want to see Luis Scalazzo versus Errol Spence? There's no big names there in IBF. He cleaned it out, whether by fear or moving his hands, he cleaned that division out. And Shawn Porter know he can get in where he fit in. If he wants to fight Errol Spence next, he can do it. We're not interested in an IBF championship like he said before. Like, get out of here. It's a championship belt. It gets you closer to Thurman. It makes you a 2-time world champion at welterweight. Then when they mentioned Errol Spence a while ago, he said it's somewhere I'm looking down the line at fighting. I don't know if I can, I'm going to be able to make the weight after a while. Nah, and then he was talking about, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make the weight by the time Errol Spence fight comes up. Like, miss me with that. Miss me with it. He's legitimately ducking Errol Spence. Now, Keith Thurman, he got a legit reason. You know, he injured. He wanted to make sure he get a comeback fight, and he right. He wanted to be 100%. Shawn Porter, ain't nothing wrong with him. Even before the little hand injury, he was ducking Errol Spence, and he gonna continue to duck him. You know, we gone though.